Real Madeshe, Mimobia Kwaba, Mimobia Joe, Eba, NDC 360. Senia Munina Munim, where you made use from Kukra. NDC Amanyuku, Yasheshe, and Ukoda Numribia, the Bremo. Na ye fast the church, Yasheshe pa, and in the pa, Yura, Srim Sejata, John Dramani Mahama, O2 Frankama, NDC Amanyuku, Woma, O my Ghana. A hassle, and on some way could tree babre mine. Efa mamu boni a ekoso ye my Ghana mu a ede ahokyere ne abenidia beto ye nso no ye fa no mako se akyekyedeɛ nante akyirikyiri mu ma abofra kra ete ase. This is the 8th edition. On the 7th edition na metia me na echi kakrenti na mini ha. And one of my deputies in whom I'm well pleased, Malik Basinteli, sat in for me. And wow, what a show it was. Kudos to Malik, kudos to Honorable Minta Kando for that brilliant presentation. And before we say, about the health sector. And that was not the last time, I mean, you were seeing Malik Basintele and Honorable Minta Kando on the show. You're going to be seeing more of them. Malik will be sitting in for me, and many others will be sitting in for me anytime I'm not around. And so I salute them for standing in and for doing that great service to God and country. And on this 8th edition, what are we talking about? On Moment of Truth editorial, we are talking about Ghana's energy sector. The energy sector, omaino enyina mahoden ho nhyehyeye, petrol ho nhyehyeye, ene Ghana hefana ijina. Yewura mahama ne ndisi amanyoko ye firi akonwa so na etesen. Hefana ye de omeye nyina mahoden ho nhyehyeye no ekojina ye na ye de share MPP for nsa. Now where are we now? He is one of our finest and best brains. I will be nyan to boasie na wa serve here with the truth and nothing but the truth. Policy na ene ateni na nipa bebre eni act show. By popular request, we'll be dealing with a trending matter about the so-called Dubai Hotel Sagabia. Nipa bonifobi, atrofobi, akushifobi, can trofa ho se omo pese omo de 40 Ira John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. By popular request, we'll spend a few minutes on that to set the record straight. Because emrena na yatna say we enye ema MPP for tumfutru egu Ghana for any twa tro gu jo mama so no etwem. This time around we see ye be twa o the throne bar will meet you with the facts. So this is what we'll be doing on the 8th edition. Midi ande sami jemfi NDC Amanyoku achame hene me na midi dwumadie ebro dwumadie we betumi ahwe live on Facebook, on our Facebook page NDC 360 oko X dodo na friend Twitter NDC 360 official. It is live there. Oko YouTube so NDC 360 official. You can watch it live and colored. Tell a friend to tell a friend that NDC 360 is on. Sami Jemfi is on set. Honorable John Jenapo is ready, and we are coming to serve you with information, facts, figures, and someone a fact Ghana and Punto Ghana and Kanko Huan. Ebe boaw am wetimi making an informed choice. Now wetimi vote wisely come 7th December 2024. Jumedi also sounds we are live on 5 TV stations simultaneously. We are live on TV XYZ. We are live on Wezo TV, Loud Silence TV, Angel TV, and Onuya TV. And a host of other stations, Omada Roma, Omofa Jumedi live. In due course, we will acknowledge all of them. And unti ene won se bebrika. No wasting of time. Because we are going to talk about the energy sector and especially Dumso. I'm going to show you a video on Dumso. Moment of Truth editorial and say Sipa will be my guest on the set near the Komono FTS on the energy sector of Ghana. Here we are, member CCI.
Seka se dum shaba ebeno mo se debi dum so dum shabo seka se dum shaba ebi se wancha se dum shaba seka se dum shaba ebeno mo se debi dum so really every say aze ejumemo Adisumu Rehawa Maima Nansuanoba Jum Eriabra So Jum Swabo Seka Sedum Swaba Ebise Wancha Sedum Swaba Seka Sedum Swaba Ebinum Sedeni Jum Sorry Every say Aze Ejumemu Adisumu Rehawa Maima Nansuanoba Jum Eriabra So Jum Swabo Seka Sedum Swaba Ebise Wancha Sedum Swaba Seka Sedum Swaba Ebinum Sedeni.
This is the moment of truth where we serve you with the truth and nothing but the truth. But you can't catch your dada. So today, we are discussing Ghana's ailing energy sector. No krena buying way Eddie Siama Kuntumpu dia about doomso ne enyinama hode won hwehwe no. Ehun komo ne yeba bedi. Yebedi nkomo na wie no, wobehun no kre pa ewo ho about mo Kenya na edundum ene Ghana. And to do justice to these issues, the Honorable Member of Parliament for the good people of Yape Kusaugo, a ranking member for energy, the Honorable John Jenapo. Honorable Mwakwaba.
That's very
Now, what to say? Yape for where?
Oh, we are shouldering on. They say water population across 70,000. You know, we
wow. Wow.
Very, very high.
What is the target for John Mahama in the NDC that you have declared?
So what we're doing is that we want a minimum gap.
Okay.
That is minimum. Should be between 20 and 30,000. The gap, not the vote. Normally I look at the gap.
So we're looking at nothing less than 60%.
Yeah, we're determined. We're determined.
And him say you will deliver the goods. It's a share. Ebusianfo amohwe from Yape Kusegu nyina yamobi ajo. Honorable John Jenapo is on. Tell your brothers and sisters say enkomodie no ye fiti ase honorable today ye pese oboa ye mayeti bibiase
some me da se bebre we dia ma menchia Yape Kusegu for Ghana for nyina senia me ne okan no ene ye behwe energy sector ye ka energy sector eso na ye ka energy sector ye different forms of energy, renewable, non-renewable, primary, secondary, commercial, residential, modern forms of energy, conventional energy, bebre. Until normally, when you are buying, you come up with what you call energy policy. Energy policy and your principles, programs, and regulations are what share. Now, our energy sector no a tintim ye. Until you the energy sector of Ghana.
Okay.
Any baby a near war. Baby bedrians and a year free ho, and a baby as I say energy sector no edda, and a baby a pesa day echo. Until no here we ye energy sector. Na send an Americano. Ye energy sector of Ghana have your two main areas. Your petroleum sector.
Okay.
Petroleum sector near Fangwa you two. Ye no fangono na ya processing and ya refine near the bedani diesel, petrol, kerosene, na mu de gugu mukamu. Nti any petroleum sector. Any war near friend of power and electricity sector.
Okay.
Near enyina munkania. Just electricity and na mini munkania yaso TV ye adwuma. Senkenye electricity entimi enye adwuma. Na petroleum sector no say na me share upstream.
Okay.
And ye downstream. Upstream near baby exploration, appraisal and development. Just a fango no ehye aboase. Say wo na akopɛ fango no watu aba. No abenoa. And a downstream ye watu awie no wo be carry free ho na wo de aba refinery. Na wo be process it na adane enema ye de be ye. Na wo hwɛ electricity sector no so a normally no ye start free generation ni a transmit ansa ne heading abeduru nche. But no ye honden be wo power sector no more because energy sector no eson enye sector ketwa yɛka sɛ yɛ pɛnsɛmpɛnsɛ ne nyinaa mu a
agye sɛ yɛde boso
ade bɛkyi
no yɛ part 1
wei yɛ part 1
wobɛsan so abɛsra yɛ
yɛbɛba part 2 na part 1 ne deɛ mede emphasis no ɛbɛgu electricity sector nti sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ɛbɛyɛ simple ama obiara because sector ne yɛ technical nti one breaking yie na wanyɛ ne simple a broni bɛka sɛ becomes monotonous anaa ɛyɛ boring nti mɛyere me ho na ma breaking no to the minimum barest level na obiara te aseɛ sɛ wobɛka yɛn ba power ɛyɛ 2009 President Mills and President Mahama na 2007 yɛnya 1 year load shedding and then our software no call akosomo ekobom paye say nsuo udum so 1 year President Kofu Abreso na wo ma bi mu si o you enough capacity you install capacity there be wo dey install capacity nkwan ye adwuma enye adwuma nti wo 2007 na install capacity na 1985 meanwhile your peak demand na 1274 utifri ma that means near will reserve margin na margin by 700 megawatts and so no yenya dum so nti utie so we have in stock capacity there we in stock capacity adwuma emwa one thing I did 2007 challenge ni by no fuel challenges fa nwa ye de benoa plans ni bi wo ho na aye dada na akoso modam no so ewe nti ni nyina kambo mu a na ma generation no atia ba form nti wonya enough power na wo dia a serve ye ba power so me kai pa honorable otia jey no na minister obey presentation be your transmission system was overloaded you can't transmission your sign lines are kase wo drive wo kwan wo hu no eno na e carry nkania no na dia ba ye fie ye overloaded that articulator wo load na broso ana atiku wo dia fa articulator load intimi enko yie yes and losses you ton kania na ye nyeska no na dia tua na and also the problems be brave eba any financial challenges it is our challenges in na President Mills and President Mahama ye beto ya na haye pa 2009
okay
and they say ye bibi fa ho nti over the past 8 years no they say fortunately you were NDC 8 years you were MPP almost 8 years until we can compare apple for apple mangoes for mangoes nti your policy a yanya ka say ye beye na ama anyinamunkania no any energy sector no agina yie eye one your petroleum sector anyinamunkania no electricity petroleum sector no they are related say wo petroleum sector ne ya de a that means ubenya fuel now they are there now they are support to nti ya adwini say we would maximize your petroleum sector
okay
na just say ye nyafa anwo bebre na more importantly gas to power era
okay
anyinamunkania no either say the diesel or the light crude oil or the heavy fuel oil and how the gas ebenwa na nhwehwemu kire say even in the energy transition no gas no eye papa
okay
in fact say wo so kerosene now they no aduane wo stove okay those tan kerosene stove
yeah
and it's all the LPG no aduane a ho na be hu difference no kerosene pumusie LPG de e ma eye ejina yie nti no eye bibia na ye de yesi ni say ye de gas ebeba nti no ye start atoapo gas processing plant and the President Mills Abreso and a President Mahama ebeye sankofa jinyame field
okay
OCTP fields no and no ye bibia from the integrated processing of oil and gas nti the FPSO no ko si ho atoapo gas no de wo de gas ni be free epono so na wo de aba but OCTP field ye no gas no wa na processing gas no near the lean gas no aba
we no ansana ya papa atamels na John Mahama ba be no na ebi wo Ghana na ya
Debbie in fact yenye ba mu na ye ni any FPSO na ye ni any gas processing plant
mo ni FPSO no ka tro no
your friend floating production storage and processing unit a ship I da eposo e floating nti eda epono so production yetimi e de processing
eno ne de ye fan won
no de ye fan won no na I store a processing we na ye de ko nti FPSO no Nti the only gas na yenya gas na yenya from Nigeria.
Okay.
And it was very, very erratic. Gas na masse near say ebano. Nti ye adwin say yentimi depending on Nigeria. Esi yan ye ye process ye fango, ni yenya domestic gas, ni ye process ye gas. Na sama ye LPG. Nti atoabo gas processing plant no ebe process lean gas. Beni man an auxiliary unit. And ye bibi air for ho. Na no aide etimi process LPG. Se ni be say nya LPG gas no na ye de anoa wo fie. Esan se ne ye twa nnua ye chako beni trees no. Ye nya more LPG a ebeboa ye yie pa. Ene ye se ye benya a robust, resilient, efficient transmission system. Just say sa pylons and cables akese no ye hye ne kena na ejina yi abra ye fie no. Ye kena abra ye fie no. We ne sa e reduce technical losses. It reduce commercial losses. It bring the operational efficiency eba. Enkamfo ne say ebema ejina yie, etintim yie na sika ye de hye mu no. Eno so ye nya ho mfaso. The last one is say ye pe local content. Ghana ne ye ne say ne ye bia no ye pe say Ghana fo enye mu mfaso. Nti na me ne wo ka say meters are produced in Ghana. Ye time any chassis. Poles are produced in Ghana. Your time any chassis. Meters.
The Ghana in this address.
So one meter de bobo. Eye efie hu. Ye ba ban mu ne ye kra ni nyina. Wow. Ne ye kra. Enne ye ne electrometer. Ye ne T&D. Ye ne alpha meters. Ye ne omu nyina ya agreement say Munse factory no wo Ghana ha. Nti me ne wo kasa ide meters ni nyina say ye wo Ghana ha. Poles ye ne buys and waste money omom kaka ho ye poles no ha. Cables ye ne tropical cable, ye ne Nexan cable, ye ne omu nyina hye
all under your local content
ye ni nyina wo Ghana under your local content and participation policy. Just say ye de adwuma no hye Ghana fo nsa. Wow. No matimi I employ Ghana for na sika no aka Ghana ha. Okay. Nti nia ye ne say sani me kire na nyim nkania no ye hye ase free generation. Generation is ye kwakura nkania no na ya maso na ya transport ana ya evacuate on lines yi ansa na bedru fie na e distribution. Nti ye three main sectors: generation, transmission, distribution. Generation any day. And then ye generators here way. But where ye generators are kasiye. The infant say generator you will feel nkete no. Uko baby ba ko say generator be 1,000. Any akambo mu. A friend 1 megawatt. Na eno no ama ye enkanea no. Okay. Nti ye ne be ye friend no an integrated, diversified generation system. Ye hu say wo the generation no ko share baby ba ko pa ebe hard ne. Send your finance, your free be diversified portfolio no. In the generation sector no so no ultimate diversify. Send be we nye year na we asum, we nye year na we asum, we nye year na we asum.
The president mama here no.
Into offer number 1. Kalio BSC and Kalio Solar. NDC ye ne ye.
Ye solar.
Ye solar. No ye solar. And 2 Buidam President Kufo and a chassis. Buidam President Kufo na chassis. But ye buy ye be receive over $100 million in your account. Ye commission crown President Mama Frey President Kufo. So omumi no enko commissioner e fe. I mean the end is ye ne say ye be to bibia na se be boa ye pushing to nche ye som ni akora sisika kora ne be pa aka ho a ni apaka ni aye ni ya awie no ni asa invite you say smes wo na wo hyase bre na ye ne omi no ne fe no na ye commission and it was so beautiful. Then Tico ye no combined cycle is a generator no wo ho generator bia wo so a bon se exhaust no e the heat kese pa na eba se generator kese se ne se wo do so so exhaust ni ma bon se e hyew the heat no betima trap heat no now the annoa nsuo na ye hye no na generator be a friend steam na say steam no asama wo kane ne bia ka ho eno won to petrol nti ne friend no combined cycle no Yeah.
President Mahama Breso.
Mama Breso. Car power weigh 470. It just for Mumfanche. 470 megawatts. Any the buyer. Ameri 250. Ameri cried there. And no, a modular plant. A mako 10. Any the gas na mano. The gas no kofoma. Yetimi dum mienu. Yetimi dum miensa. Yetimi dum 9. Yetimi dum nsia. Yetimi dum nwotwe. Based on the flow of gas. But tiko we no. Ye be 300 megawatts no. Se gas no kofoma ye se dum ni nyina. Nti ye sheda nya se ye kototo no keke o. Hey system.
Ewiade ni insuo die ni generator die ni.
Sa na gas ni na axa we no. Axa ne de ye 3 first na 250 270 be ni 370. Eno de omu use ni efre no heavy fuel oil.
Okay.
HFO. Nti hwe ni ye o. Tiko combine first na e use light crude oil. Car power say use gas. Ameri a modular it may change use gas. AXA use heavy fuel oil. And then ya Asogli phase 2. Asogli ni car power ni BX solar ni Ameri ni AXA ni. Kese near President Mahama Dauruma ye no. Na nyina so tun say it serves a specific purpose and it meets a certain challenge. Abrodi Beka say it gives you diversity, it gives you flexibility so that you can have operational efficiency and an effective way of delivering power. President Mahama
ebuso no
we any year with generation sector. Ye we any say won one who generate power no. Na transmission no engina so yie entintim ye enye robust enye resilient ubeboka. Because generation no ho but then you cannot evacuate it. But aside that, no, President Mamaka said he wants Ghana to become a net exporter of power. Just a nyasa ye noama ye hu. Ye noana esun ye ya. Di aka no Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina, Mali, Benin, Togo, ye be mamu bi.
Wow.
Na mo to. Na mama ye foreign exchange. Ye nya dollars na nye di atwa. In moving to the power export era no. Ye sheda de sikapa e she grid komu. First, we moved from 161 kV line to 330 kV. Chese te say bia enkane no. Now the aboso kan macho ena so aso niema. They say the articulator man diesel na daf.
And eswa Kenya.
And eswa Kenya. Amana connect chese Kenya no. You can evacuate more, reduce losses. And also ensure say system interruptions no.
Oh no, but I know that one or less anymore.
Bulk supply point $60 million. And you another $50 million. You see 3 power transformers kaswa. You see bulk supply point BSP kesio transformer kesie o pokuase. You see another one kesie e kaswa. And you see another one kesie for 10 million. Accra Central Box Supply Point. And the JICA for near GSS cano. We made a 4 and now MCC 4 near GS cano. Any year 30 million 330 kVA from Abuaze through Prestia line. And yes, our mass $174 million. And also 330 kVA. Say the free Ghana. From how? Near Maswa Kusi Burkina. And yes, can free Agence France de Développement. So that project should have been completed in 2018. President Akufo-Addo bechucha niema bi mu ama a delay up to around 2022. And you see the another line free Bolgatanga all the way to Ouagadougou. Just ye Ghana Kania near Burkina Ouagadougou so and Kania. And then we say Gridco ye buy no more year losses be. By the time I year free Abayamo in 2016, Gridco we had turned it around. Gridco made a profit of 70 million Ghana cedis. And you can go and check from Gridco on financial statements. Then through the West African Power Pool, no, because of a new no, it put us on a pedestal. You be exported power. Ediako Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina, Mali, Togo, and Benin.
Okay.
Transmission system, no. But the time I hear what transmission system.
Wow.
I'm a year.
Okay.
Now, maybe a higher power distribution sector. because we generate power no, we evacuate power no. Ni nyina Ghana ni de onim ne wo ye o. Ni de ne say wo so no tape na so. Oplok no mobile phone na enya adwuma. And then distribution.
Okay.
And no you are stepping down the power to around 33 and 11 kVA.
Na ECG for you.
And then a friend ECG and Netco.
Netco, okay.
Ti President Mama when here no. And I say no. Yani America for a bit dinsa was so kese pa. Nti woni America for Obama mu, John Kerry mu, Setepe mu, Honorable Kofi Amabu amoni omo edisiani senia efata a eseso. Na ni nyina nkamfo ne say we succeeded in unlocking $500 million. Wow, from the Americans. Free money. A grand yentua one seed impo.
Ya de che.
Omo de che. Na president say yemfa ni na enhye anyinamankane anim na engineer ye.
Okay.
Na yen reduce losses no from around 30% to 8%. The friend ATCC aggregate technical, commercial and collection losses no. Ye teso boom say ne be ya ebema sector no engineer ye. Na ya ye kaswa Dwaboso eni asankragwa omo box supply point ye under ECG. Now you supply $80 million of prepaid meters and now smart meters. A meters I kind President Mama Bresso nuru meters say every day when text message. Na shows say ne consume say utua say usika ka say. And yes I would have jo na all of a sudden shim na enkania na dum. Dinache say ayade ye injection of transformers. Prompt and regular payment for critical agencies. Mimi ministry say you the smart meter be boho. Any year arrangement say hospitals, police service, military. Omu nyina yebetria omu enkania. But ode enkania no ebi kan also no. You have to do what you call increase in access to electricity. Ye ba ban mu na 54% of Ghana and electricity. In 8 years, we move it from 54 to 83%.
Hey,
that's about 30% jump in terms of access. So Tama Yefre Bamuno, Ghana was second after South Africa.
The whole Africa.
The whole of sub-Saharan Africa.
In terms of
when it comes to access to electricity. Very ambitious, massive project. You the World Lamont Mo, you the China Water Mo, you the Hunan. Yet the Ghana of one kasa extended electricity from 54% to 83%. But more importantly, we turned ECG around. From a loss-making entity in 2016, ECG making profit 725 million cedis. That is the state of the electricity sector. President Mahama Efri Abaimu. Nti Dumso had been banished by the time we were living.
Wow. Near two Dumso na say.
Two Dumso say. Now unia apart from generation, transmission and distribution no. You will say nkwancha de efe. Ni nyina sika na eden. Ye de. Ti esi e peska bi na ye de boa. Na ye legacy debt. Chese from Kwame Nkrumah bresu a kaida ho nyina ye kan ni nyina bomu 9.7 billion cedis. Any DBB a friend Energy Sector Levies Act, popularly known as ESLA ebae. In fact, that was even the election year. Be say enokura contributing to Ghana for Anto Obama ye. Okay. But sometimes no say we dream on mine no. You must think forward. Sa levy ba ya Akufo-Addo share bosse oba obetwam. Na ESLA no about 4 billion first year. Okay. Yeah, the 2017 budget. Go and read it. We left about 400 million in the account.
400 million. Sky
account in him. Okay. Then, like I said, we succeeded in switching most of our plants, from light crude oil to gas. Because of our trouble gas, here you see any OCTP. Now, I want to say Ghana for your baby. Your crude oil and your gas. In 2022, President Akufo-Addo address sa quote here me mai. a free chamber of bulk oil distributors. A self-free chamber of petroleum exporters no and an upstream petroleum chamber. Ubenya we a free upstream petroleum chamber on report. In 2022, 107.65 BCF of gas was exported from Ghana's oil producing fields. And a power sector no e use ye. No converted gas no to light crude oil. Senka President Mama, any President Mills, near gas infrastructure ya. Ki better 20 million barrels of light crude oil.
Wow.
So in place of 20 million barrels, we consume our own domestic gas, 107 billion cubic feet of gas. When you do what we call the conversion factor, you then say, Senkamito, 20 million barrels of consume saying, as against 107, and using the PRC benchmark value, using the WACOC, we made a savings of $1.3 billion in 2022 alone.
Because of a tuable gas.
Because of the gas infrastructure.
That
is it.
Savings.
$1.3 billion. $1.34 billion. And this is official from the upstream chamber. We're in Chamber of Upstream Petroleum Producers, document.
Okay.
And I can make that available.
Okay.
This is a game changer. 1 billion, and then your IMF. You pay 3 billion. For how many years? You might total.
This is almost about $27 billion.
$1.3 billion.
Yes.
And I tell you, in 5 years, you pay off the whole.
See, when we say that John Mahama is visionary and a nation builder, among frontiers here, this is the evidence.
Yes, you Akufo-Addo will say no, I'm going to export it. This is from Energy Commission.
Okay.
About 3.5. Already 2023 energy statistics official. Exports nani. You export power sa. Tama you start 581 gigawatts. Now we 2018. You no. Tama transmission lines no. Started
yes.
739 exports.
Wow.
Amasa, this is the work of a visionary president who knows baby what they Ghana there.
Meaning, not just we a power. The chairman so yes we no yes and the call.
Yes, I
my how do cotton yes
dollars. Now you hand over.
Na chef sa kesi am yensenzo.
You hand over 3 oil fields. Emma President Akufo-Addo. The Jubilee field, the 10 field, and the OCTP or Jinyame fields. With 3 FPSOs. FPSO Nkrumah, FPSO Atamils, FPSO Kufuor. Let me answer me.
And you dema womo.
You dema.
Yeah, the 2 saying.
You buy the 2-0.
Okay.
You hand it 3 way. I'm putting it on record. For the past 8 years, President Akufo-Addo ADN, not even 1 oil field has been brought on. Not even 1. In fact, in 2019, oil production peaked at 179,000 barrels a day. Since 2019, oil not declining, declining by 32%. Oil production. Because almost for being count, near one swa.
Nkrumah FPSO nene there. When I now work FPSO no.
Atamils
DNA. Okay.
Kwame Nkrumah edieni.
Any. Na Kufuor DNA.
President Kufuor.
Na just say we na ye beto here no. Ba ko pe.
No, ya metu.
Kufuor DNA no ya
metu. President Kufuor dey ye esi ye. Atamils dey ye esi ye. Kwame Nkrumah.
So Kufuor only discovered it in commercial quantities. But
we led the process, built the FPSO, and delivered first oil.
Wow.
That is what we did as a government.
Mfidie mense na ma Akufo-Addo ne ba wo bia na fe honorable na said ye wo kan nyina
maza
e wo mu a da na say ye wo dum so
ho ne e ba no and what you know energy sector levies 8 years NDC we got 3.2 billion 8 years
because ye dey buy na na call opposition
MPP ka so on beti so on buy o man ti so o mu kipie e no mo sa ha tu mu Just say when you hear was here.
What's our
Bonokrono aka ho. So far they are getting 45 billion cedis from energy sector levies alone.
Esla na omo ka
so metwem they are getting 45
Mahama no no de buy ya to abeti ya ne nya 3.2 billion.
Na 3.2 ko say jebi mam.
400 million.
Yes.
And omo enya 45.7 billion.
Petroleum revenues. I just decided to do USD. That's all convertible cedis the idea. Menko. Yenya 3.4 billion. President Kufuor yenya 7.4 billion. Double. Eurobond. Because from President Mills, President Mahama, 8 years, 3.7. I go for the 11.4 billion. Eurobond. Bank of Ghana financing, 2016, zero financing. President Mahama 54 billion. Zero, Bank of Ghana. 2022. Over 54 billion.
So the point you're making here is honorable. Mahama sikaka kra we no de yes anyema bebreba wa boss generation distribution.
That is the point. To compare near President Mahama Nyaya, now compare near President Kufuor Enya, and ask yourself, should we be in this current doom so? Master, there's been some debate, ABCO, doom so, and this is Dr. Baumia. Over 2nd March 2016. Source Adum Online. Mahama deserves no credit for fixing Dumso. Baumia. Straightforward. It is a
na. Inye papa ino say omuna affects Dumso.
This way his way so double standard. You fixing we no, or see you fixing it. A moment more baso.
Yes, Wajia to Mr. Mahama.
Yes.
Me producers a catcher.
Running mate of the New Patriotic Party, Dr.
No. So what we producers a catcher, Mr. Wansemi. Any report in Kuana, no one more dancing video. Producer more video no. So video no be a say any trust and the October Wumiaso. Or no one a car say Mahama so would doom so. Momo Myre.
Doomsday has been caused by the financial and economic mismanagement of this government. And so we shouldn't be giving them credit for solving a problem that they have.
Producer Bonibie.
Cause of Doomsday, and Doomsday has been caused by the financial and economic mismanagement of this government. And so we shouldn't be giving them credit for solving a problem that they have. Cause of
giving them credit for solving a problem. They say we solve the problem.
Yes. And it's here. And the administration deserves no credit for solving the energy crisis known in local parlance as Doomso. Official.
This is the evidence. What we watch this year.
They say, honey away.
Hannah and they
They say, honey away.
Because any PC, people want to understand what is happening. Why any anti
Karen Doomso a Ghana no. And I hold the view, say, President Akufo and Dr. Baumia, they should be held liable for this current load shedding and our Doomso you're experiencing. Now, much richer. My mouth, the reason why I believe so. Master, your install capacity 5,454 currently. Dependable capacity. Just say a bit my install, baby and be say a bit problem. Dependable near you bet me all things being equal.
It is install capacity near Mahama, the end of their baby
from A to Z.
Some
Tapco, Tico,
Mary, Nina, who are married, who Axa, who are man,
KT,
and we have 5,454 megawatts.
Yes. All discounted now, person would dependable any day. But we jump and say any 4,843.
Okay,
4,800. Your peak demand. Just say you consume cry.
Here,
3,496. Oh, as any 3,496.
By your dependable capacity of 4,800 and something.
More than 1,000.
It is we have more power.
We can export. We can do everything.
So why the doom so?
Dependable. We're talking of dependable capacity, not install capacity. Into the reasons for the poor performance. First one. Say, currently, we are sharing 500 megawatts. That's what we are doing. 500 megawatts, no?
Shared in the chest.
Just say, ye kasa ye here 3,469 now. Even though ye were 4,800, no? Ye man less than 3,000. The difference, is about 500 megawatts.
So see a chicken Kenya and
Yes, you doom
you do
Accra. Now, all this technology be a banana. I'm before the war. When you know here, doom dance 1 hour. No more could doom tema 1 hour. No more could doom Kumasi. Pick time no. To doom 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 hour. 12 no. No load check.
We are doom so politics.
You know, cause doom CSC. One more CSC a doom no.
Oh, I feel Matthias.
Ye no come near no come
doom so by this
year. This year, Monty, doom CSC. We have a deficit of 500 megawatts. Now, the main reason you have deficit here, one, second, Ghana is bankrupt. Ghana is financially insolvent.
Now, Ghana also 45.
Oma collateralize it with the BA pensions. We borrow bi ajim in the Nieko Road Fund also no. Omo the capping and realignment law no. Achiedi. The whole year. Scano oma na tutupre oma na basa. Now your gas requirement you see because on say enkania no demand no esra na echo. Population is increasing, machinery and all that. So we require 450 mm scalp. But currently, system needs to be produced 390. Until there's a deficit of 60. But machines now you're toy, you know. President Mama said that's a dual fuel plants. You can't dual fuel. Gas ni wa light crude oil be yejuma. But you need sky the better light crude no. A buying ain't me nyeska no they are light crude because of serious financial issues. Okay. Gas no so air bana a buying to me ntia. Nti wo hwe your system say the gas $600 million.
600 million.
And no year from Jubilee only Jubilee. ENI, World Bank my guarantee 500 million. Abayin tia Joma a draw guarantee na maka 120. A try 120 pay default. Ghana is in default. A kamene. ECG customers omuntime losses yen ko na losses no edda 23% thereabout. And the losses now cost record 32%.
Are you saying say enyema waboboso in transmission, generation, distribution, oil fields, tax, the edema omunyina bawomi ani akufu ado ntimi aresu ye
ashe. And no me name team ye calculation no a kai that was say $3 billion. $3 billion from A to Z pipeline. If you want to clear the pipeline, you require $3 billion to pay for fuel, IPPs, forex losses, and all the other banks. President Mama Bebano, not $3 billion cut at the whole air training. Now, cash waterfall mechanism so a buy Kazankasa 1.8 billion cities since August. Since August
2023.
Yes. Now, Obakaya, American scandal, accounting near Bedru hey. American Crofo say $510 million.
Mekai?
Omso mako negotiate atiso.
Omudingofobia.
Omatiso. Omako Dubai. Dubai so matiso no. Yehwe na 1.3 billion. Masa wohu 500 million. Ayatiso akọ 1.3 da.
Aje se ba omi anko.
Ati se obi a oda fom. Na sebe oba dampa so. Ye chine so odampa so wo free tompa ne so. Woda former free tompa. Eni from 510 to 1.3 billion. This is the state of Ghana's energy sector. PDS scandal. Yani the PDS buy say PDS there. You dey bet losses no so. And the losses are that 32 ye. Can say what 8%. And I am crop way. On this sumasi. A coffee PDS. A buy na scandal kesi. Go Ghana ni mas.
When na o say America for president I manage a my pension
500 million. Nti America for no say corruption about too much no say scan from my ebio. So they withdrew 190 million. But not just 190. The Americans told us, and this is the catch, we have no immediate plans to work in Ghana again.
So won't pay any money.
No, to come back 3 and come. Compact 3, Ghana
come. Because people don't understand. I told you, Penny Papa so pa woman so. And na num dentia, nemum ni yontia. And semi honorable General Pomo, ye energy committee members, and this amount for ye started kaya no President Mahama. Amount for free say ye politics. Say they won't affect your mind na. Now the American says, and yes, Sikano cry a champion for Mamu. Honorable, Utiasam no Wakana, or Mum pay any money. No, it affects all of us, NDC, MPP. This is what we are talking about.
Now, Sammy, sure, this is from Energy Commission. You can't 80s your losses in no. For 2016, no losses in that. So, and here will be a bedroom. Hey, you see the difference from here?
Sure.
This is the difference in terms of the losses. Now, if you have such losses, where 32% of your sales won't mean you won't survive.
They are doing so. Now, losses also if KPDS Roman Van Koma Baba for now.
Advise you take or pay. Master, AXA expire 5 years. Oma is standing by 15 years. 15 years in the take or pay womb.
Oh no, Bunyanto was a hand. About 40 years here. About 40 years. The honorable General Professor said, what I say, MPP for boy NDC so war. Said President Mahama, oh, Diabo, in Kenyano, or Yamane Brosodo, don't see a negana, a bohunka. And honorable General Portray and say, yet you go quite a nimba. In Kenya, President Mahama, de buy now, must say Abrosodo do Enyano. Nemra soon, as and and Yana Bros one pay was a cabanicas watch him. But he is telling you, listen now, why he's telling you, saying, you know, what trade they have extended it. Jordan will take us through them.
Yes, in the AXA plant, I made it 370 megawatts. Yeah, in 5 years. I explain before I ever explain, October 2022, I'm not next for quarter. And we must sign new agreement. This time, not 5 years old. 15 years.
These people are shameless.
15 years, no, I took the contract. If I wanted to show you the formula and everything, but I thought say it would be too advanced.
Part two, go into
no, take or pay clauses nation. And almost I could say another AXA agreement, a new one. Not in how many years? 20 years. And you know when it's starting? 2027.
Hey,
you won't be in power. Uniho. Oh, 2024. My President Mama, any NDC yemen negotiating. Woman negotiate a contract and say, I sign this, they say.
Sign contract not to her. No. I say with them in TV page.
The way Nigeria
focus. Sign contract to look carry forward.
Against 2027 for 20 years.
What's in Nigeria for, baby?
Say they are eating current money
and future money.
And eating future money.
Criminals.
And I course no. Just 15 years. How much did they I
said, what to be that?
Tema LNG is the most expensive gas in Ghana. 20 years, take or pay.
Cameraman, mo zoom in. And we move fan to screen so. Journalists, market take or pay. These are the facts.
Now LNG is the facts. Next time we're gonna be dealing with petroleum now. I'll show you how bad this LNG is.
LNG no can or more project
on liquefied natural gas or what?
I feel no more makoye.
Take or pay, and it's indexed to the price of crude. Any upper limit. Crude cost echo. You don't do that in gas pricing. Now, Maza, say because of doom so, because of losses, because of debt, because of 3 billion debt, Ama omine ma ye din.
Now what can you say?
Until end this time, yeah, inflation is 15% and then 25%. Monetary policy rate no, and the Bank of Ghana yema low now mo determine and now ko jiska e lower ubudget na wait me the amount for. Yeah, time 26 and then 28. Unemployment. Yeah, crofo be brea na mo buofu no. Unemployment. President Mama time 8.6. And then 14.7.
Almost double.
Your debt to GDP, 56. And then they were bankrupt from 120 to about 600 million. Credit rating, B3. And then Ghana, we are junk. Today, you celebrate, you say you're Bokama. You're the cannibal chain. And no celebration.
After declaring Ghana beyond it. These people, you wonder what kind of people they are.
Where your energy, where sir default here you declare no. Rough estimate shows that it take us 12 years before we recover. Now, are you neighbor agreement neighbor? The repayment period starts in 2026. And net dollar at the base 16. Meanwhile, we are not servicing our debt. We say we are not servicing the external debt. So we don't carry dollars to take across. Once we start servicing the debt, it means that we'll require dollars to go and pay the Euro bond holders. You will see the CD drop like something.
So they are just, let's just say, even dollar now do 16 cedis. No? It's with
because we are not paying. Can you get the 20? It will hit us. It will hit us. And they've deliberately made it say, President Mahama Emetria. They are not paying the interest, they are not paying the principal.
Yeah, I just said John Mahama Ninyame.
Now, Master, you can't cost of living. If you price no buakosro, that may not be enough. You can't say price buakosro. If you know a country as well a day, a kosro. In economics, you probably purchasing power parity. Then we'll compare apples with apples. Way, Mr. Motifo, this is very simple.
Yeah.
You can say tomatoes are cost of debit. You see, under President Mahama, we are Juma. Would you a country a then ultimatum? That's the simplest way to explain inflation.
Yes.
Because there's a mechanical way of calculating inflation. But where your domestic, you can check from the statistical service. President Mahama 2016 minimum wage 8 cedis. President Akufo at the time minimum wage near 40 something cedis. I think 48 or so cedis. So they multiply 27 days, you will get 216 cedis. And now Beji. Under President Akufo-Addo, ubenya 486 cedis. You might think say 216 no. A lower. Now 486 no, a higher. The emisa say, and no ko joma ete say.
DNS can be
a bag 25 kilo. 2016, and you can check a bag of rice was 100 cedi. The way 216 no, you can buy 2 bags. Under President Mahama no, Jumayeni with your minimum wage, you can buy 2 bags of rice. Under President Akufo-Addo, that minimum wage, say okota, and then ammonia 500. 500 no.
Yes, about
say who divide here, you can't even buy 1 bag of rice.
Na Mahama braso beti me that 2 bags.
You could. So that is the situation. That's where you find yourself. Na NDC, you too rare.
You don't only talk
about
the problems, the solutions.
Talk about problems. It's not enough to just say in the echo. What are we going to do? Master, your first vision, and they say want a power sector that will support and promote industrialization under a 24-hour economy. Because 24-hour economy, no, ube here and you know kania no, na timia boa ne ye, na ejina etintim. Do you want to provide adequate, reliable, and affordable power towards achieving accelerated inclusive growth? Not just growth, but growth that carries the poor, reduces poverty, and enhances social cohesion. You know, you see distribution sector, ECG, you be pay Ghana for, near the Oma Shim, under a private sector, there be Nyababa. Now you're reducing losses no, from 32 no, and drill it down to the barest minimum. Cash waterfall mechanism, no, they say, you know, POS for crab, to say, and will restore the cash waterfall mechanism. Na etimia ye den aye
no the opposite chance ye jeje nkeni ahusika na
jeje ni nyina
ye betu bia ka pepepe
yes o we beji say POS for say ba na oma hwe na oma di
omo ho na
omo ho ye ba saa eniema no eso betwa na ya ma IPPs no omo ho aye den aheha omo na energy sector debt no esi any banks na eden ye tenase na ye hwe na ye boa na eka no ekofom
ono obodozo
na ye be increase your gas no so because say no we need about 60. You need ENI4. More problem with Abai. ENI4 MD they were free Ghana. We'll restore confidence, bring them back. Near increasing gas no. Now yet me a day. And more gas. Now yet ya no no. Now ya exporting. If you see a dedicated pipeline from the west to the east. This is what we call an onshore pipeline. Ebeboa.
Okay.
Na ya sign LNG. Na ye reduce debt no. Na ya bua na nkania na ye den. Ejina ye. Na ye gidi say ye first 100 days. You bet me reduce losses no. Ye gidi say in 3 months. You bet me increase gas production. Ye gidi say be 1 year air connect. Na nkania na jina ye ye den. Ye exporting nkania.
I have 2 questions for you.
Togo, Burkina, Mali, Omaba. And the minimum say they came. Say they need more power.
Yeah.
The Chishenya money here will export more power, put Ghana back on a solid trajectory, on a path of solid, prosperous, inclusive growth.
Fantastic presentation. Honorable, this brings us to the end. Your time now, so but I want you to speak to 2 things. Mitie we ye pa. Let's say, what semba ko edi kan na what can I say? Where baby a president Mahamadi and Yama Wadeno could see your generation, transmission, distribution, you ma ye na any sen Cassandra would do so.
At all, master. And the evidence speaks for itself.
Is there? We've given us the facts.
We dealt with the generation challenge, your delay with transmission problem, your delay with distribution problem, your delay with fuel problem, your delay with financial problem. The generation, we had enough generation, transmission robust, distribution near reducing losses not adequately. Our ECG started posting profits. And now, financial, you did ESLA, any all those things by any
so
boy.
this current doom so we are suffering is unjustifiable.
It's
Now, honorable,
unjustifiable.
second question. Sisumame, there's long and short of doom so I come say abani misika or the betu fuel because you cannot Mahamadija or Mashem.
Simple. And then see Nyeska doom so nebetra. Nyeska now all we need to do is to buy light crude oil. Yenya light crude oil. You bet me power and you Kanian because in Kanian are available. Many question say because of extended AXA, I why you take or pay no. So when to me and tall light crude oil na heavy fuel oil na mana you can power it. Or no so I only na you take or pay. You know best charge you.
Sisuma mi biem. Na chese o san so person che say sikasemi a e de dum so ya be. Sa dream PDS ya ba womia e ma nkofo bi didi e no. E no so ka ho bi.
E ka ho bi. Say ba womia na change PDS no from condition precedent to condition subsequent. Condition precedent they say ye wait and sana waji PDS. And Dr. Bawumia frame meeting a changing they say mama
guarantee no.
Yes, mon ko G ECG answer. And na mo the guarantee number. And na yenche ni hun to kwaba ya ye nyina ye hu baby ko ya America for say look. Can go for mamu pio ye twem.
Final question, honorable. If we are in Dumso and the problem is not gas be free Nigeria and Trona or Mudino, what be a problem now? Why don't we have a Dumso timetable? Members of Parliament,
Master, you're free ECG, Gridco, the PURC, Energy Commission, Ministry of Energy, Parliament, yes, some money you could share with Lisa. The first things I wanted to know the cause of the problem. Unanimously, omunyinaji to mu say eye fuel. Na enye transformer, enye technical, eye fuel. Omu G2 mu and it's on record. The Hansard captures everything. Honorable Tachia and signing report.
To at least plan our lives.
Owie ye no, na Honorable Tachia as chairman. O MPP ni, omo directive. Say from next week, monya de monfa timetable no mra. Ono omu G2 mu, eko prepare timetable no. Omampanyi from say momu release timetable no na begu na nimase.
Oh,
up to now.
So they are so mobile a timetable near to your plan your lives.
Yes.
Now akoya oti energy ministry way. Waka bibi about doom so timetable. I'm say the video name our producers. Yeah boy no near them come on producers. Let us see and listen to what the Minister for Energy has to say about the demand for a doom so timetable so that Ghanaians can plan their lives.
If you are comparing 4 years, MPP administration, energy sector is 300 times better than Tom.
But we are still experiencing doom so.
Nobody has said we haven't. I'm just saying, it's far much better than Joe Mama ever did.
So you admit there is doom saw in the country?
You do admit that there's doom saw?
That is the word you used. I have never used that word. I promised you that we are going to work on it. And it's not a work that is a single event. It's a process. And we'll continue to work on it for the energy sector to become better.
Have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want to bring it.
They should bring the timetable.
If there is, I haven't seen any timetable. So
But people are calling for it.
Say bring a timetable. What do you mean? The ECG says that there is no timetable coming. Why do you want to bring a timetable? What purpose? Why would somebody get up and wish evil or bad for the country?
No, it's not about how bad it is. Ghanaians are saying.
Hey, Honorable John Jonabo. Mr. Crawford.
Can you imagine the president? Mama breast pan and can you move? I could catch a gun for say, Mom go printing would do the timetable.
Now your boss resigned because
Yes.
even though Doomsaw was fixed under him, it was not fixed by the time he gave the public.
So he left.
Where the timetable can try at the per dia 10 minister the taxes fianeka.
That is
Try at the per dia timetable. Now they try light bill my own.
Can you imagine? And even when Parliament said they should come out with a timetable, Omuji to move. Omu no mission of last time said no. Omu a printed timetable now. A bear how Montino. Gun of one nurse no musa, yenyan on and off up to now.
Honorable, in 1 minute, based on our policy, our vision for the energy sector, tell the Ore and why he must vote for John Mahama in the NDC. This is your camera.
Menu, Ghana for and credit a bakope. The first thing that President Mahama a bay and credit. Sometimes I buy any challenges. But so be share Ghana for him a dintro, a didioma tem, a woman tia. It will never happen under a Mahama government. Now, more importantly, more you see where the utu mira na watch see. More interventions of President Mahama and any team. A Juma ye a lifted Ghana from perennial load shedding and a doom saying, I de Ghana see baby. Not only see a nyumukania self-sufficient, na ya export TV. Na nyawaye bidano. So the man obey me as I did. The next NDC government we would prioritize the energy sector. Na yedi nim die, yedi nyensa yedi ahondi nyina ahyemu. Na within the shortest possible time, dum so ane aban kran person omeji atomu no. Ye be so ano na energy sector no, ye provide the power no amamo. Na run a 24-hour economy, a create jobs. Ama economy no grow in the right direction, not a jobless growth, but growth that can be felt by the mass and the bulk of the people. Nyamisha munyina, Madam Asibe.
Unyamisha also, Honorable John Jenapo, Unyamisha, the good people of Yapi Kusegu for giving us this asset, this gift as a nation. We are proud to have you. Thank you for coming. This is just the first of many interactions we are going to have before 7th December.
We'll have a second.
Any for? That was Honorable John Jenapo. This was the moment of truth on the energy sector. Hani yedibesi she video we mama ye bape ye bedim komo about Dubai hotels and seminar. And NDC and you will be talking about free SHS and the 24-hour economy. Beba sisi ye we mama.
Raise your flag to a new dawn. We've far too long, so let us rewrite.
This is my friend Taylor. He's doing very well. He's buying cashew from our farmers and preparing it for export. And I was just coming from my house, and this is just close by. And I said I'll stop and see what they're doing and encourage them. He's got a factory in Awisa near Wenchi, and he needs just a little capital to be able to put in the business and get the cashew processing factory going. And so I've promised him that I'll come and see the factory, and if by the grace of God and the votes of the Ghanaian people I become president, these are the kind of people we want to support so that they can create employment for young people. This work that he's doing, look at all these young men, he's employed them to do this work. And so people like this are the ones that we should be encouraging.
Oh, raise your flag to a new dawn. We've walked this path far too long, so let us rewrite our history, for Ghana needs a change.
And may the heavens rescue this land. We need a man with vision to lead. John Mahama is the man. Ghana needs a change.
Oh, raise your flag to a new dawn. We've walked this path far too long, so let us rewrite our history, for Ghana needs a change.
And may the heavens rescue this land. We need a man with vision to lead. John Mahama is the man. Ghana needs a change.
Yo, Abuzafo, this is NDC and Youth segment. And you can see a come about a policy. And ati say ashita wo memu bia edi hunkomo, the 24-hour economy and our position on the free SHS policy. Yanom the bia umutum futuru Ghana for binum any about, so that you will know the truth. And that truth will set you free. But before I go there, in Kontompo bi Mickey rounds I was dealing with. MPP for policy say if you miss the player, if you miss the ball, don't miss the player. Oma will say baby amamone kono eye denya Ghana for beto abetiao. They know they will lose. And unti Obama will say they can't beat Mahama if they run a clean issue-based campaign. A campaign based on policies. The Omo Baba Beye. Ne dedi kan krano de Oma ye. De ahotompuntuo ne adwuma brega na fo a enu ntia wo se yeto abama wo. Omo ni bi ka, omo ni bi kire. They don't have the policies. So what have they decided? They think they can be third time lucky with lies. Enti atra omudi in opposition 2016 gu John Mahama ne NDC mpanyimfo so no oma fiti ase bi oma start oma bonipa bebre pa oma ne nsɛmtwofo bi akoye meeting oma ne bloggers bi akoye meeting oma ne omu social media army Richard Ahiagbamo sa omu spokesperson si they are planning a campaign of fake news propaganda and trofita. They be good John Mahama and NDC who film BM. Because Omunim said they can't win if they play fair. But we have served notice and we are reminding them that this time around, what then trouble by the Nokrabeshia, would see ye be chat. Yentana CBM MMPP form for 6 and Nani Ebinum 9 through a rather sem and in Kuntumpu. And then Romakwa Faba. And confirm me say your mugu screen is we. Where your friend Gabi Asare Ojedako, ne mra ne Ghana's de facto prime minister. Omampenyo Kufuor Nnuano no. Ono ena newspaper your friend Daily Statesman. The statesman, the newspaper no. Papa ono so dan fifi your friend Mr. Beneficent, munim no Daily Dispatch newspaper ne dia. Me be atwam na ebinum gidi se and ebinum wadwen se wo ye poster. And then the obi who say we lotto forecaster on your poster papa bia Beneficent. And comedian ba ko so tarenche Polado much no so ye dwuma wo Metro TV ho no dipa. Oye omampanyi Kufuor appointee. Yet Ghana yenka bi nhye mu makofa hurodo rather send aba on their front pages. Statesman, Dispatch, and other MPP affiliated newspapers say Mahama appointees be adwumayekuo bi a from Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project OCCRP bi o Dubai, a civil society organization o said yen. Na adwumayekuo na koye nhwehwemu e kire say Mahama ho nkrofo bi atoto hotel o Dubai. Na sa Dubai no omo sa hotels na wo Dubai no omo de omo adwi mu no omo se eye President Mahama hotels na wagi na nidi ahye na appointees. Imagine these lies. Imagine these lies. And you have MPP social media activists spreading these lies on social media. They are sharing this lie. In just the next 5 to 7 minutes, I want to deal with this issue once and for all with the facts. You can go and do your checks. And producer, give me the three musketeers, the three practitioners of yellow journalism. These are the people I want. Just keep them here for me. Me pese yade for clear. Let's settle the records. It's a story or moka one seminar about that OCCRP. President Mahama di enimu bebia. President Mahama's name is not mentioned anywhere in that report from the beginning till the end. So Dubai or hotel Dubai. In the end, na wo hear a story about Obi and Idin report ni mu okofa Mahama din be bata ho. You think that Mahama is a low-hanging fruit that you can always turn into a punching bag? Yellow journalism no more. Baseless sensationalism. She always publishing falsehood and tronqua. No professionalism. President Mahama dini. So why? How does President Mahama come in? 2016. These same MPP people, led by Kufuor and in Kontompo Hine Uraba Olaya. Omo dia tron semsa good President Mahama unfin bebre. And the most painful thing they say, many Ghanaians believe them. Omo the President Mahama we are Ghana sika kusisi hotels, wakoto hotels. And yes our apartment to an investment to hotels. Omo say we see hotels e Dubai. Or ship or way, and people believed it and voted against John Mahama. In fear what since President Mahama was voted out. He's been in opposition. And then evidence in a way. Because President Mahama had no such hotel. Says Antro na tonsium unyamya pomon and from Abba Makoko da Huntino. Many Yebetwaba, or Masanso de Fofraba. Say President Mahama appointees. President Mahama is no longer a president. Why are you bringing his name? They think that by doing that, they can build a certain connection and put corruption on President Mahama. All that is in that report of Mokan Wasem. Now give me the picture of Honorable Inusa Fuseni and Honorable Mosisa Saga. It's about these two former appointees of the NDC. NDC stalwarts, almost at the NDC. If you mention and Omudi war report in say they have some investments in certain hotels in Dubai. Mate, Poladomocho say this is the biggest scandal ever. Really? What is the corruption in this? Where is the scandal? It just said, why are you so desperate to say you want to make something out of it? You want to make mountains out of molehills. Corruption away. Papa charge I had the abon and say, Honorable Moses Saga. We invested $133,000 in a hotel in Dubai. Go and read the report. What are the real facts? $133,000. And we invest say in 2008. Emra no opposition. Then this is power. We invest sikano otuano over a period of bosomi do watching as will be a war position. Now buying the power. Just $133,000 for a single room apartment, students hostel. Single room. And a papa ni munyamfu ya wabobra. Waye juma mfie duasa. Ewo EcoBank. Waye juma with GMPC. Waye juma with many oil companies in Korea. Wabobra. Ye MPA CEO. Waye Deputy Minister for Finance. Waye juma bebre 30 years of his life. Paula Domochre. Our no akobo krono Ghana Airport Company in the name of say Okoto Bronyedua Christmas tree is saying say this man cannot afford $133,000 in 2008 in opposition to make an investment like OBI investment in treasury bills and so on. What are they talking about? Honorable Yunus Hussein has set the record straight. Some no more cannot say no correct. And he has told his lawyers and they will take up the matter. But what I want you to know is that this has got nothing to do with John Mahama. And the reason why these three practitioners of yellow journalism, led by Bawumia, the liar-in-chief, are pushing this false narrative needs to divert attention. From what? Krono no mo boa. Honorable Okujetu Ablakwa, NDC Amanyoku, Bryce Simmons, no civil society, Epa Omontoma, Omaya Japadi Omotontono. There's a young kofa bibi metum about Dubai hotels. There's a Ghana for said he said ya uri enim koswintin. Ni yakudi echiri. Na ya yensa se ni hotels omotono ye free echiri. Tofi akwa ensi. So I thank Daily Post, Yura Mike Dokusi, for setting the record straight. This was his headline. I said Mahama is squeaky clean. You can't smear him with corruption. President Mahama, ni hu fita ni hu so sa brobe. O de kataje she de project arena na why and che. Because wabe sumo meyi as deputy minister, as MP, as minister, as vice president, as president, not one case of corruption established against him are evidence via his record is there. And these are their fake stories. Whose stories you baby are? You've be National Voice, you're the Mahama Mfunyini, Daily Statesman, Daily Dispatch, Omunyina Mahama Mfunyini, fake stories. And we are serving the notice here. President Mahama has got nothing to do with that story. And even NDC for Mudingo no more chronobia. The omo person wo yi wa adwen free so no. And me twe wa adwen si so. The real estate capture chrono no omo bona. Omo person wo yi wa adwen free so. I mean twe wa adwen si so. Quickly. And munim enche ekra ye hu demonstration. 6 hotels eye Ghana Dubai of 4 dias. Snate for na ehwe so. Labadi Beach Hotel, La Palm Royal Beach Resort, Elimina Beach Hotel, Ridge Royal Hotel, Busia Beach Hotel, Trust Lodge. Ye tong yanom omoni papa ya kabo momo tong amano Brian Echampon, Minister for Agric, MP for Abetifi, MPP mu chochowuro. Enyo no nko a ene enkran cantonments. Eni baby ewe mu ntwe. Parks and Gardens asase da ho. Parks and Gardens asase da cantonments kona kowe. MPP for cheni nyina ton asase no afomo. These 2 musketeers. They have superintended over the thievery of Parks and Gardens lands and cantonments. Go and check. And the same Parks and Gardens almost as here Upper West region. They have grabbed the lands. That is why Kennedy Japan says that these people, they are grabbing like there is no tomorrow. They are so greedy. Na Idi Amin ni Mobutu sesese kumukura sa no moye. Sa no moye. Ruto hwene de ni Kenya. Why we bi? Look, sale of Bostal Institute and Krankra prison. Ewo Roman Ridge here. And sase da wo prison lands. Musuro nyame o masanso aton ni nyina. Prison lands. And Kran here Roman Ridge. Ewo Bostal Institute. Waton. Go and check. Ghana Prison Service Barracks. Prison Service Barracks. Down Kwa Circle. Hey, prison Barracks in Sasano. MPP for my Tony in a Hasan Swafa. Bungalows. Abaya adwumayɛfoɔ bungalows kakra ka ɛwɔ Labone, Roman Ridge, Cantonments, airport residential Accra ha bungalows ni nyinaa so ɔmaton ni nyinaa. It just say ɔmo nya bi mpo na nchirimba ababa beto. They've sold all the bungalows. And now call Labadi Beach Hotel. Not only are they selling the hotel, a hotel making profits. Not only are they selling it to a loss-making company owned by Brian Champo. Beach, you know, so Mpuano Anwea, no so yaton. I'm afraid Blay, MPP, former national chairman. Yaton Aman Onenemba. Mpuano Anwea. So these are what they are trying to hide from you. Never, never let them divert attention from these critical issues. Obo betina komya so mfie ngotwe ombesi eso akomashe yema. Sa danse bi wo se president ma abokoro no a enye newspaper ena nka ye de betoto front page anim. Kasa amre state institution ya to yen sa afre no. Why can't you investigate the man and bring evidence if you have any proof that hotel bi wo baby? He died you in 2020 or say me hotel wo baby a monfa mra na mongoto e ma o man no. Wenti mi amfa mma atrofo ye beto aba masanso asate atro ni biem. This is NDC 360. And we are setting the record straight. We will go into our policies. Dear John Mahama and Sheshayen or Bana, they don't want us to talk about because Omunibi ne policies now Boba Wumia to say dear Jones or Abakoko, Okujina Nipenimua. No, soon to say a cracketwa yajene car. One first year, Nemame Obiajustia. Uni license, Upistia, Wakumunipa. So we are going into the policies. Producer, we won't take any montage. Let's go into the policies. I needed to set this record straight. Na uko te asenu wo baby a anya wa dwemu kesene ne se nokure bia ewom eyentro eyonkontompo. The story has got nothing to do with John Mahama, and the NDC people mentioned in it, they've all come out to defend themselves. Honorable Asaga can clearly afford 133,000. It's chicken change as compared to the Wimuye. Omo Abanza has almost ton of acres. Go to Cantonment and Labone and go and look at what they're doing. Now, yeah, I can't say abatwa ye kwa kotui. Enyantro enyen kontompo enyatem didie. It's about facts, it's about figures, it's about policies. Why ne won hye pa obi timi dia bo men. That is it. NDC amanyoko ye obi kan ye obi kire. Nti ye begina Ghana fo animu a ye de nokre ene di anim kan. E de ahobrase ne omanfo kasa. Ade ba akwa na da Ghana fo akoma so pa ye mmofra enwumasua. It's a bad time bia ne bra wo bre ne bra wo bo nyina ne se ne mma benya baby papa agina. Aso ma me papa oba no ntimi nya baby papa nyina age se ne nwoma sua ho enhyehyeye no edim. Age se sa nwoma nsua no ho enhyehyeye akra no suku a wo kɔ no etimi adimu ne watimi akɔ school na twa yie na wabɛyɛ panyimpa, wabɛyɛ doctor, wabɛyɛ lawyer, wabɛyɛ politician na watimi ahwɛ. That is why President Mahama is passionate about education. Today, we are not looking at education as a whole, but just secondary education. His policy on free SHS is clear. Let me make it clear. Free SHS is one of the topmost priorities of John Mahama. Because it is his priority. MPP for Musa. But obo person you su atro na da tu mfuturogu wani oh Mahama baba betwa free SHS mu omoboa eyentro oh Mahama etia free SHS bill eyentro. What is the position? First of all, let me just give you a brief historical background. Komo yedi ni wahaya ni honorable Rikopoku mama isi su biem esanse mpanyin se abaso ba na mejapai. The facts are simple. President Kwame Nkrumah in 1961 through the Education Act, Section 21, or the free education by Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah na 1967, and a National Liberation Council, FIFA, and that one no. Oni Akufo-Addo papa Edward Akufo-Addo. MPP for mu penyin pa omo nana ba ko friend Kofi Abrefa Buzia. Doctor, me krom do free. Omo kabo mu. Muni asoja fo betu Kwame Nkrumah ban. 1966. By 1967, no man announced say Nkrumah free education no. Omo mpe omo twem. Nti MPP for omo nananom ne twa free education no. 1971, 1972 budget samre no na Progress Party PP ene tia konwa so. Yewura Kofi Abrefa Buzia Prime Minister. President no ceremonial president na Akufo-Addo papa Edward Akufo-Addo. Omo budget a omo finance minister JH Mensah de call parliament. Okohwemu ehim. Omo siso kena say free education basic, secondary, university, we make 20 time. Ubi a go to your school fees. You hear when nimna, you hear say we have money ama scholarship. So 1979, and your papa Jerry John Rawlings, and bro ye ku wie ye. No ka say ode benwa no emma o mampani aga na fo ato aba yi no. Nti yenye amamra foforo ye third constitution, 1979 constitution. And ye the free SHS Eshemu, Article 10, comprehensive provisions of free education. It was under J.J. Rawlings, or T, NDC Abreso, and from there, 1981 Kuba, Intinia implemented 79 constitution. But in Sri Lanka, you say J.J. Rawlings, NDC Adaroma, 1992, in your constitution for fraud. And when I know Makufa, the Moka say, Omon Kahoma Yentre, is answer Modi Omoya cratch for, Omushe Kut or Mobo tie. Omoni toast Makoni Jane ni ko before ain't mean constitution. But constitution and toast for Mako for trotro drivers, ya kwatre, you know. Article 25, Article 38, ya the share. It's a basic education. After 10 years of the coming into force of the constitution, yenye free, primary to JSS. Secondary education, yen trim no bi yenye bimko. Ye we are yenye free kakra. If you are Yamra University, tertiary, then also ye free. It is there. And it's here papa for 2005. Now breso 10 years no so ye. We started with basic, primary and JHS or yenny free F cube. Yeah papa tamos betwa so with many social interventions or chess in Pabuas, free standards for basic school children, or free uniforms, or laptops, or textbooks, or eliminated thousands of schools under trees. Free compulsory universal basic education. Tenio universal. Not only free universal, no, you only achieve universal free education when there is access. And that is what Professor Mills and John Mama came to do under their first term. Second term of NDC, Papa Mahama Abreso. And also say, J.J. Rawlings, Edria Bano. Papa Kofuaba Biguso, Papa Tamos Abigu F cube, no so ne Gina Dia. And the SHS and made Dimujuma. He launched free SHS. President Mahama launched free SHS. Nipa bebre ni mo ka no we mo ahwe because MPP4 believes that we did throw now repeating for a long time and that is what MPP4 throw ni be about free SHS. Adane wo nipa bebre adwe mu. The things that President Mahama put on free SHS one way. But he launched free SHS in 2015. Ekumfi Otuam launched it for all day students in public senior high schools. Sambre no modo do bro 320,000. President Mahama Mobia 2015-2016 academic year free education will be into a capreba over 320,000. I'll give you the evidence shortly. Oye and oya nhye say me wie day for secondary school kodo mo ko boarding me pese me de 120,000 first year for me de omo ka ho. No so enjoy free education. Because I'm not three secondary schools anymore. Community day senior high schools were 124 ase. We bebre. Suku papa laboratories womu bus kahone de keka ho. So he wanted to expand the coverage of free SHS from the day students numbering over 320,000 to over 120,000 boarders. I said in one dance here. Paragraph 109, producer Fatoso. Paragraph 109, 2016 media budget review. Honorable Setekpene present here. Just go and read it. Google, you will see the link. CT4 published here. Many people published. 2016 media budget review. Oko Finance Ministry for website. Paragraph 109. I will read it to you. Quote, consistent with the 1992 Constitution, our commitment to make secondary education accessible, especially to needy students, the government initiated the implementation of progressively free senior secondary education in the first term of the 2015-2016 academic year, with 320,488 day students in public senior high schools across the country. The program is to be expanded to cover 120,000 targeted boarding students in the 2016-2017 academic year, unquote. And I'm not sure your phone in so yeah. Because now dance that home. And that is why they approved this budget. MPP and DC approved this media review budget. Because it was clear. Say, I'm a day for the 120,000 boarders. This is in the budget, official government public record. And at the time, I fitis are progressively free education. I said, This is what then opposition leader Akufo-Addo kafa ho. To MPP ni na de make no se meboa. President Akufo-Addo ejitum se de make na ye no kre. Enti we de we need dance ni bia. Me dance ni na Akufo-Addo. Modern Ghana. In fact, they were not the only one who published it. Several portals, but I'm just showing you one. 6 March 2014. Then Akufo-Addo kai about John Mahama free SHS. Mahama's free SHS, good news for Ghanaians, Nanado. Was it the 2012 presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party? Nana Akufo-Addo says the president's decision to implement the free senior high school education in 2015 is good news for Ghanaians and should be welcomed by all. Onwa Nekai, Okano Omai FM, in the Japan station. So, President Mahama, ye we no, and call the borders beka home. Fofi Antwata, and a Ghana for Tua Betiano. In Yamibe Biaye. Omapenya Akufo-Addo bae. In September 2017, Obetuaso. Include borders. He didn't start with all borders. He started with only first years. Into also so and progressive na. Kopem se mfie miensechi ebe cover all SHS students. But the Hana Meko says, "Oh, Mampenya Akufo-Addo free SHS now the borders nyina beka ho no. E how bebre ni akwansidie bebre aba ho. Chimato bebre aba ho. Affected the policy. You see, abusia, policy be betimi aye good. But the implementation no abai na nhwehwe ni here. Policy no de see ani so nti e de ba ye kra ne ensa ntumi nka. Free SHS is laudable. That is why JJ Rawlings and the NDC provided for it in the constitution. That is why President Mahama started it. And that is why Akufo-Addo abeto aso a eye ye de e bo na ba so. And how we want to say, it's been shambolic. Internet challenges not doso. The kind of say, Sika sem why you dear secondary schools. Because Akufo-Addo the borders neka free SHS ne hono. Wanye sika sem wanye futuo bia mana anya si achi ba ama policy no. No dedicated source of funding. Enti eye frefre kobo. Afi bia so ana ban no tutu nani hwe bebi obenye sika no de akọ emwa. Eno na dia ho kye bebira beto awofo ne headmasters so ne akyekyerefoɔ so adan a ɛwɔ sɛ nka yɛsisi ne bebree de aban ne beto yɛ ɛwɔ sɛ nkɔmoto aso wie na yɛyɛ sukuu ne free na ɛbɛma nipa nkora na dɔɔso wɔ sukuu mu hɔ na ama ɔmo baabi atena timi adidi dining hall ɔmo atimi asua adeɛ classrooms baby ɔmo bɛda dormitories. Baby, omo be call prayers ni programs assembly hall. Sub facilities ni nyina no. The Akufo-Addo ya na say ya any free. Ya nsi bi anka ho. The omo be to yempo se president Mahama esi na ye gya bebre aka nwuram. Bebre kakra bi no mato aso. So that was the problem. Enti ene the traffic